I've seen men using earplugs and toilet cleaner to attract more girls to dance. That's it. Howdy meowers. Welcome to the BlushCat podcast. I'm Haechel.
Haechel! Oh my god! Wow, I can't believe Haechel's back. Hello, welcome Haechel, welcome.
Thank you. I know that I like Pentagon and games on the usual, but what are we doing today?
Well, today we are doing something, I was going to say a little bit different, a little bit new, but it's actually kind of a little bit old, a little bit overdone maybe. No, I don't know. I've seen one person do this before, I think, that I can remember. So I don't know how much of like a trend it is, how much of a thing it is. What I do know is a trend and a thing is ChatGPT. Everyone's wanting to use ChatGPT and AI, and they want to make funny things and read them off, right?
Right.
That's the trend. Well, guess what? That is too good. It makes great stuff, and what's the fun in that?
It's not fun. Just kidding. I've never done it. I don't know if it's fun. I've only seen one person do it.
So, yeah.
That was kind of fun.
I don't know. Sure, maybe that'd be a good time, but that's not what we're doing today. We're kicking it back old school, taking a more classic / manual approach to this sort of like scuffed, story talking thing that has been generated. Scuffed auto-generated thing.
So, what is that? What are we doing?
Well, today we are going to be taking, and when I said I've seen one person do this before, that person I believe was Markiplier, and they didn't do exactly what we're doing. They used the technique that we're going to be employing today. We're going to be taking music video descriptions that we have written ourselves. Maybe not
Kpop music video descriptions.
Yeah.
Because BlushCat is a Kpop themed podcast.
They're not even necessarily descriptions. They're just like basically we got to like we took a video and we wrote down a whole like description or explanation or like thing about the music video. And then what we're doing is we're putting it into Google Translate. We're translating it to another language. Then we're taking that translation and we're putting it and translating it into a different language. And we're doing that repeatedly over and over and over again until we come out back to English after multiple translations and reading the like now somewhat changed or ruined version of the original thing that we wrote.
Yeah. But spoiler alert. It's not as weird as we thought. So we were going to do a bit of a guessing game with it, but we don't think it's really going to end up being that difficult because it's pretty similar, honestly, to what we started with.
Yeah, like I guess maybe I could have been more vague with what I started with.
Yeah, like I thought maybe if I used worse grammar, it would have made it funnier.
Yeah, there was a couple parts where I tried to like use like I put question marks when it wouldn't have really been a question, but it was more of me being like, I don't know if this, like if this is what they were trying to go for, and those sentences ended up getting translated better, I think, like it was funnier. So yeah, maybe we should have not done as good of a job. I tried to not extra spell check it or anything, just in case maybe that would help. But yeah, basically it was originally going to be like the other person has to guess the music video because we've each written our own descriptions for music videos. And so the other person would have to guess and or you guys could guess, but it might be kind of obvious. So it'll more just be like a fun, like funny reading, like to hear, that they're funny.
Yeah. And we might end up using the same videos. We didn't know. We just did them we just did it on our own and we didn't have anybody check if we used the same ones or not. So there's that too.
Yeah, but we will have probably described them differently. So yeah, I just sort of went for kind of like comedy in my description in general. And then translate, and then you come back and you have something new to read. And so first we're going to be starting by reading the translated version.
Yeah.
And then after like the guessing and reading portion is done of that, we can read the original so that you guys can hear, you know, how Google Translate changed it.
Okay, so you can go first and read your translated version from one of the music videos.
Okay. I would like to start by saying that I tried to pick some music videos that would like have the right type of, you know, storyline kind of aspect that I would be able to write something for. And then I ended up like, if there are dance scenes in between and like a lot of like short clips of things like that, I just disregarded those.
I included like I like didn't go into detail about them, like, but I kind of talked about them a little bit.
I might, for one of them, I definitely think I completely disregarded them. For the other ones, maybe they're kind of incorporated because it was kind of part of it. But one of them, yeah, the dance scenes are completely disregarded. So there is that.
If we literally have all 3 videos the same, we're going to just be reading our descriptions anyway. So you get to hear all about the videos and hear an extra lot about them, or we're going to completely disregard this episode and you won't have ever heard it in the first place.
I feel like that would be so crazy though if all 3 are the same, because like if I think about all 3 of them, for me, they're like clearly all like ones that I would have picked.
Oh no. I picked one that totally you would have picked, but I haven't gone to it in so long that I wouldn't have picked it if it wasn't stuck in my head earlier. But it's one that you like. I wouldn't be surprised if you would have picked it.
We probably didn't have all 3 the same. I would think one is the same. The other 2 are probably different.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be fine anyway. Yeah, I didn't really think super hard about which ones to pick either. I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that one. And they ended up all kind of having like a bit of a weird theme to them. Individually, like they each have a weird theme. I'm not saying they all collectively have one weird theme.
I picked a theme for mine, but I knew right away 2 of them that I wanted to do.
So yeah, I don't have the theme unless the theme is that they're all kind of weird when I think about it. But I thought those would be the most fun ones to describe. Okay, so here is and I wanted to track all of the different times it was translated, like the different languages, but I had to put it through too many times. I was like, I'm not gonna keep track of that. So this was translated, I don't know how many times, with Google Translate, starting with English and ending with English. Here we go. The music video opens with students parking at night. He arrived by bus, but the book was on the table and the student took it. Also, he was invited to her birthday. What do you think? An invitation, not a party. Behind him, the dark man looked nervous. Their shadow is like a ghost or a wolf. There are parties where no one is dancing, but everyone is drinking. Then the birthday cake arrives and the boy tries to burn his hand with a candle, but the other boy teleports with the group and leaves. Think back to that story years ago. The light came on and everyone danced for joy. Do you have any guesses yet?
Not really. I definitely didn't do it.
Oh, okay, good. Even if the confetti falls, all the guests leave. Everyone is sad, lonely, and teleported. A boy ate her blood. People were amazed.
Okay. I think I'm starting to know.
I think everyone drinks blood and dances again, but this time without the confetti. After a few shows at the party, suddenly in the wild imagination of the players, they saw a white woman standing on a high stage. They are dressed like kings. There was also a room with a large fountain. What if the boy did not drink water? The ceremony is over, but the ceiling is bleeding. And walls. And the water is bleeding now. But that doesn't stop them from dancing, pirouetting, and swimming. Until everyone is ready and waiting for someone to come out the door. Student. Thank you. That was my description.
That was drunk-dazed.
Yes, it was.
Which was actually pretty, like, interesting of a writing there. I did, like, at first think that from, like, the bus stop, I kind of, in the invitation or whatever, kind of gathered that, but I didn't remember, like, a cake or whatever was happening somewhere close to the beginning, so I started to not think it was that. But yeah,
it's interesting that you thought of a bus stop because this oddly opens up with the music video opens with students parking at night, and then it says he arrived by bus. But in my original, as I'll read in a second, I specifically say that they're at a bus stop. but it doesn't, that gets lost in the translation.
Interesting.
So this one I kind of feel like was my most changed. Like, it's my shortest, I think, and it's my most changed in terms of like sentence for sentence. The other two I feel like maybe have some chunks that is like kind of similar, like too similar for too long, and I'm like, I can't get this section to change. I can only get the other sections to change. So okay, now it is time for the original. Okay, here is what I wrote. And this one I wrote the most like what is the word? Conversationally, like as if I was telling someone about the music video.
Okay.
The other two I tried to make a little bit more like a script or something, you know, like a description of a script. But this one, it starts and ends like a little bit more conversationally. Okay, here we go. The original. This music video starts with some schoolboys at a bus stop at night. They get on the bus but leave their book behind on the bench, and a schoolgirl picks it up. It has an invitation for a birthday party in it that is apparently for her. The invitation, not the party. Some boys menacingly appear out of the darkness behind her. Their shadows look like monsters or werewolves. Cut to a party where no one is dancing, but everyone has a beverage in their hand. Okay? I did not say that everyone was drinking. I said that everyone has a beverage in their hand, and they took my words and they twisted them. Then there's a birthday cake, and one boy tries to set his hand on fire with the candles, but doesn't succeed, while another boy teleports to the group.
Yeah, I definitely, that's the part it lost me. I didn't remember that.
He just sort of like, whoosh, he whooshes his hand like over the candles, and I'm like, what was that for? But yeah, that's all. Well, the other boy does teleport to the group. Flashback to them having a seance with one candle years ago. When the candle is blown out, they all dance enthusiastically. There's confetti falling, but all the other guests are gone. Everyone's sad, lonely, and teleporting. One boy puts his own blood in his drink. He's unhinged. I think they're all drinking blood beverages this time, and they dance once again, but this time there's no confetti. After more partying scenes, they're all suddenly in a grand fantasy platform room looking up at a woman in a white gown standing on a raised pedestal. They're dressed like princes. There's also a room with nothing but a big fountain. The unhinged boy dumps his drink in it, and what happens? Well, the party's over, but blood's pouring from the ceiling. And the walls. And the fountain. It's raining blood now. But that won't stop them from dancing, pirouetting, and bathing in it. Until they're all tuckered out, and then guess who shows up at the door for the party? The schoolgirl.
Wow.
I like how it says, when I say flashback to them having a seance with one candle years ago, they translate that to think back to that story years ago. Like, okay, what? That they took like the word flashback and wrote a whole sentence for it and then just disregarded the rest.
If that was like a description for a movie, I would be really scared to go see it.
It's really weird, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. So that is my first one, N-drunk-dazed.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I, Haechel, will now read a translation for one of the music videos that I did.
Okay.
So this one that I'm going to read has, I'm picking this one next for a reason to tie a little bit with yours.
Okay.
Empty class. All desks are in front except those that are illuminated. A vase of withered roses is placed on top. Is a young student who draws instead of studying. He saw her walking through the classroom and chased after her, but she passed. 2 boys are talking in the hallway. A person holding a basketball, another boy saw a girl walk by, grabbed a basketball, and pulled a CD out of the boy's jacket. Basketball player looks confused. The 4th boy was cleaning the boy's room. Another scene shows a boy yawning and another boy reading a comic. The other boy relaxedly closed his eyes and listened to music through headphones. Noticing a young woman as he walks through a wardrobe she had specially ordered for him, 7 schoolgirls wore white shirts and black ties and danced in the classroom. Flashing lights. Very aggressive. Animal, the kid who stole a basketball player's CD, is now rapping frantically through the school broadcast room's PA system. The yawning man jumped over the other children. The rapper caught the attention of other students. Put a CD into the player and turn up the volume for the entire school. Now the boys fight for the girls. Each takes turns trying to beat her. More aggressive. The shy basketball player meets a strange woman in the hallway. Rap and no more shy group dancing beside basketball hoop. Everything was dark and messy. A man with headphones jumps out of the cupboard and chases after the girl. He hit the locker and pushed her. He then grabbed her wrist and dragged her out of the hallway, which she obviously resisted and brought him into the classroom with the other children. But only the first person scribbled. A boy pulled a rose from his jacket and a spotlight shone on them both. I've seen men using earplugs and toilet cleaner to attract more girls to dance. That's it.
Oh my god. That was BTS Boy in Love.
Yes, it was.
And you know what? It's quite accurate.
Yeah.
Quite accurate. That was hilarious. Like, it's not hilarious. It's terrible.
Yeah, that video was like bad.
But that was hilarious. I like how they kept saying cabinet instead of locker. Okay, well, I definitely did not do that one. I could definitely see how you would be afraid that I would have done that one, but I did not do that one, and that was great. Let's now hear the original version.
Okay. An empty classroom. All the desks are shoved to the front, except for one lonely desk being bathed in light. On it sits a vase of wilted roses. Transition to a young student doodling instead of studying. He chases after a girl after seeing her walk by the classroom, but she has already passed. Two boys chat in the hall, one is holding a basketball. The other boy notices the girl walk past and then pulls a CD out from the basketball-holding boy's jacket. The basketball boy seems confused. A fourth boy mops the boy's bathroom. In another scene, one boy yawns while another reads a manhwa. Another boy who was resting with closed eyes and listening to music with earbuds notices the girl passing by the locker he has somehow fit himself into. All 7 boys dance with white shirts and black ties in the classroom. Lights flash. It is very aggressive. They start moving down the hall like a pack. The boy who snatched the CD from the basketball boy is now using the school broadcasting room's PA system to rap desperately. The yawner jumps over the other boys. The rapper slides a CD into the player and boosts the volume to the whole school, drawing the attention of the other boys. The boys are now battling it out for the girl, each taking their turn trying to win her over. It is even more aggressive. The shy basketball boy is shy no longer as he oddly confronts the girl in the hall while rapping. The group dances by a basketball hoop. Everything is dark and grungy. The boy with the earbuds breaks out of the locker and chases the girl. He slams her locker shut and shoves her against it. Then he drags her by the wrist down the hall, which she clearly doesn't like, and brings her into the classroom with the other boys, only to motion her to the first boy who was doodling. The boy pulls a rose from his jacket, and there is a spotlight on the two of them. We see the earbud boy and the bathroom cleaner also using the same method to appeal to the girl. More dancing. The girl seems to be enjoying the tricks that the boys show as they dance in the classroom with sparklers going off.
Like, seriously, that video is unhinged. Like,
yeah.
I don't... But, okay, that was classic. You know, you perfectly encapsulated the video and the video's, like, wrongness, I think.
Thank you.
You know, in mine, I tried to say that they had beverages in their hand, and then the other video, the other translation changed it to drinking. But yours, I feel like it preserved the initial message that you had about the aggression.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was nice.
I'm really not sure why the last line ended up being, I've seen men using earplugs and toilet cleaner to attract more girls to dance. Like, because that kind of stuff happened in the middle, like the beginning middle, and it ended up the last line.
That's very odd.
Yeah. So what do you have next?
Okay. Next up, we have got one that's written a bit more like yours was just written, a little bit more cinematically. So,
okay.
And I feel like the most like the part that would be the least giveaway part would be the middle, but the beginning probably you'll already know it,
okay.
And then like the end you'd probably know it too. Well, actually, no, the end. Besides like one sentence, the end is really funny. Like the end is where they really took a turn, but you'll probably get it immediately. So okay, here we go. Black and white city. Show all caps titles on the center screen. A flock of birds on your roof is also a distraction. Inside the hotel, a man was kidnapped, tied to a chair and covered with a bag. When someone enters the room, the screen changes from black and white to color. Only feet and legs are visible. After the bag is removed, the thief's face is restored and the two face each other. They took me away. The container was broken. Take the elevator to a safer location. Shine. For sale? The boy dragged the man's limp body into the bedroom. Do you know it so far?
No.
Change hotel bar. He sees a newspaper in the room with a pen in his hand. Getting a new engineer/developer on the team? One guy is pretty much responsible for GTA-style ant hacking. If you haven't already, you do now. Another guy in the corridor with a bag on his waist. Are you ready to go to the event and steal the costumes and tickets? Apparently, they are known as one gang. At the auction, the thief showed off his wealth and beauty. The finder has a stone. A man carrying a bag passes through the reserve. Everyone gathers around the table and plays fly fishing. The silent auction begins with everyone raising their lights and waves. It's getting worse. Only 59 seconds left. The elevator thieves and the bats were at war. When the weather died, the entire house lost power. Did the boys really break into the barn, steal something, and take it to the railroad tracks?
What?
End scene.
What? I do not know what this is.
It's actually a lot better now that I think about it again, and really get into it and read it. I was just really concerned that first paragraph wasn't changed enough and that you would know it from that. But if you didn't get it from there, the rest is kind of gold.
I do not know what it is. The only two groups that are coming to mind as a possibility, but I feel like it's very wrong, are DKZ, because I thought maybe Blockbuster, because there's something about costumes or whatever. And I've barely seen that video, so it makes sense that I don't really know it. Or EXO, but I feel like it wouldn't be. I don't know.
Okay, wow, good, cool. So maybe I should just read the original and you can tell me when you have a guess during the reading of that one.
Okay.
Okay, but so interrupt me when you think you know.
Okay.
Here's the original. A cityscape in black and white. Large text displays the title, center screen. A flock of birds are disturbed from a rooftop. Interior of a hotel room. Someone is kidnapped, tied to a chair with a bag over their head. Screen transitions from black and white to color while a second person enters the frame. Only their legs and feet are shown. As the bag is removed, we are met with the kidnapper's face because it's gone first person. We are the kidnapped. Glass shatters. Any ideas yet?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I do know it from that beginning part.
Yeah.
But
I
then
fully
it
described
loses
the
me
beginning
so
scene.
much, but I can't,
Okay.
it's not coming to mind.
Here, this part this is maybe the part what will make more sense. Cut to a second boy seen riding an elevator in a section of seemingly high security. We have flashes interspersed of an auction. The boy is dragging a body of a passed out man down a hallway. Cut to a new boy sitting at a hotel bar. Newspaper. He has a pen. He's really keeping his eye on that newspaper across the room.
It must be Monster X.
Uh-huh.
The auction is in Gambler.
Yep, Monster X Gambler. Okay, let's read the rest.
Wow, that's a creepy translation.
Cut to new boy, the engineer/inventor of the group. This next boy is clearly in charge of doing the thermite hack a la GTA style. If you don't know, now you know. I put that line in there to see if it would stay translated and be telling of the song, obviously. But yeah, it really does look like he's trying to do it reminds me of a bank heist in the GTA RP servers. If you don't know, now you know.
Wouldn't know.
Another different boy is being escorted down the hall with a briefcase handcuffed to his wrist. They're all getting ready to go to an event, stealing clothes and tickets. They meet up. Clearly, all are part of the same criminal group. The kidnapper is showing how rich and handsome he is at the auction. The inventor has a rock. Briefcase boy passes through security. They all gather at a table with a man from Squid Games. That's where the fly fishing came from.
Oh, wow.
The silent auction starts and they all raise their paddles to participate in the bidding. Things are getting tense. 59 seconds left on the timer. A fight breaks out between the elevator mugger and the thermite hacker. The timer goes off and power is cut to the entire city. The boys waltz into the vault easily, steal something, and leave in SWAT cars? That, I don't understand why, but somehow got translated to, did the boys really break into the barn, steal something, and take it to the railroad tracks? So that is Monsta X Gambler.
That's funny.
Thanks. Well, and thanks, Google.
My turn. I'm Haechel.
Okay, Haechel, let's go. And, we're narrowing down. I mean, like, did you do that one? Gambler? I wouldn't think you would have because you didn't guess it.
I did not do Gambler.
Okay, so we are like, there's only one more chance for you to have done the same one as me. So that's
you maybe
pretty
did
cool.
this one. I could picture you doing this one.
My last
but
one.
I did it.
My last one, I could think you might have done. But, like, I would have done it before you would have done it.
Okay. I also think this one will be relatively easy, but I don't want to make you feel bad if you can't get it.
I hope you didn't feel bad if you couldn't get mine.
No, I didn't feel bad.
Okay. I won't feel bad if I can't get it. I'll just feel like an idiot.
Okay, here's the translated version. The man is sitting on the couch and watching TV. There's a talk show on TV. Transport clamps are removed in between. One of the stages is a stage surrounded by lights and disco balls hanging from the ceiling. The man who is watching TV is now lying in his green bedroom. The words were written on the mirror with lipstick. You look at your reflection and see a woman on the other side. Create a strobe effect. They started going backstage. There's another dance scene where a backup dancer wears a cowboy hat against a red space background. You give me an example.
I think I know.
The man came through the curtain and is now appearing on a TV talk show. They dance with background dancers wearing colorful masks. The man tore off his master's tail. This person is working on the spacecraft right now. It is urgent. The glass broke. The man is alone in a room with a mirror. The woman in the mirror appears first, but the man has no idea where she is. There are rainbow reflections. The man looks up at the lights and is now back in the disco ball stage. The spaceship exploded. The man smashed the mirror in the green room and threw things. They light the talk show paper with a lighter. There are dramatic streamers and glitter. People walk by backstage. You push open the door and find yourself in a room with a television. You fall back onto the couch.
Okay, I know what it is. And actually, when I was trying to think, like, what ones might you do, I was like, surely she'll do a key one. This is Key Bad Love.
Yeah.
It's funny, when you were very first describing it, you said, person sitting on a couch, and there's a TV. And so first thing I thought of, well, maybe I shouldn't mention other things, because what if you did them for your other one? Would that be weird? Just say it. Okay, so I thought of Do or Not, but I was like, that wasn't one person, that was multiple people sitting on the couch. And then I thought of Kong Daniel Touchin, because there's a TV and a man on a couch. But I'm like, she would never do that one. And then, funnily enough, I thought of Copycat. And you were saying the lipstick on the thing, and you were saying these disco stuff, and I was like, okay, I could believe, like, it's a bait at the beginning. She's saying there's a man sitting on the couch, but it's actually like two girls that are the main focus of the music video. But then once you said the cowboy, I was like really concerned until I was like, oh wait, no, that's Key. So yeah, Key Bad Love. Okay, it sounds like it doesn't make any sense at all. Like,
it kind of sounds like it doesn't make sense, but I think this one at the same time kind of carried through pretty well in terms of like the different scenes I described.
Like it makes the music video sound nonsensical. Like all of a sudden now there's a cowboy and then there's a spaceship.
Yeah.
But like when you watch the music video, for some reason it goes together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I could get into that.
Now, the original?
Person sitting on a couch watching TV. There's a talk show on TV. Performance clips are interspersed. One of the performance locations is a stage surrounded by lights and disco balls hanging from the ceiling. The same person who is watching TV is now lounging in their green room. There are words written on the mirror in red lipstick. They look at their reflection and see a woman on the other side. There is a strobing effect. They start walking through the backstage area. There's another dance scene with backup dancers wearing cowboy hats in front of a red space backdrop. They pick up a screenplay. The person walks through a curtain and is now on the talk show that was on TV. They dance with backup dancers wearing colored masks. The person rips up the host's cue card. The person is now operating a spacecraft. There is an emergency. Glass shatters. The person stands alone in a room of mirrors. The woman from the mirror earlier appears, but the person can't tell where she is. There is a rainbow reflection. The person looks up to the light and is now back to the disco ball scene. The spaceship explodes. The person smashes the mirror in the green room and throws things around. They set fire to the talk show paper with a lighter. There are sparklers and dramatic flashes of light. The person runs through the backstage area. They push through the door and end up in the room with the TV. They slump back into the couch.
It's crazy that this one and Gambler are kind of similar.
Yeah.
Like, and when I think of the TV host man, how he could have been described as a Squid Game man too. And they both have glass shatter parts.
Yeah, and Key Bad Love is similar to BTS Boy in Love because they both have the sparklers. That's the part I'm connecting. But I mean, how weird is that? Like, I didn't expect, I wouldn't have remembered that there are like sparklers in the classroom in the BTS video. Well, anyway.
Okay, well, that's good then. We didn't do any repeats unless, oh wait, you have one more, right?
Yeah.
So unless your last one is the same as my last one, which would be awkward because this was the first one that I did. It was like, obviously I'm going to do this one. So
I don't think it would be obviously you're gonna do it.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's definitely not this one. Okay, here is my final translated music video description.
I'm ready.
Feel free to interject at any time if you think you have the answer. I feel like this one is going to be very obvious.
Okay.
The music video was shot on a sunny day at a campsite. There are cooperative camping offsets and inflatable chairs. A fun ride, man. But this journey is not only fun, and everyone has a different reason where to start looking for something. They quickly disappeared in droves, taking laptops, cameras, and binoculars with them. Everything you want to find. Everything you want. Oh, you look like eggs. But wait.
I know it.
Oh, okay, what is it?
I mean, I knew it from the beginning, but I know it now. DKZ Crazy Night.
Yes. Okay. But wait, does he have a face? I have to imagine it. Cook the eggs, but when you choose one or the other, suddenly something amazing happens. The food tastes much better. Now the power dynamic is worse. Young men chasing each other. The boy silently watched another boy paint a picture of him insulting him. They argue. Then the boy's lights dimmed in sorrow.
Oh.
At dinner, we saw a calm lake and reflected the setting sun. The boy decided to go fishing in the boat. But bullies do crazy things. Even the fishermen's eyes are narrowed. They are all done. They are now returning to the camp, but the sun has set. The boy looks at the stars from the roof of the mobile home. After a long vaudeville show, the night goes crazy, after which all the boys gather around the plane and talk about their new experiences. Nothing of their memory ever seems so cruel and terrible to each other. The accused had an egg in his pocket when he was placed by one of the boys. That's all.
That was a funny one.
It's a bit, once again, a bit disappointing that the very first,
thing is a giveaway.
Yeah, basically just saying it's a campsite kind of makes you think, okay, it's a camping video. And nothing was getting rid of that part. So yeah, but once you've combined campsite with eggs, it's really you only have one guess, right?
Yeah.
So. Okay, now for the original iteration. Music video opens on a bright, beautiful day at camp. Coolers are being carried over, and camping chairs are being inflated. The boys are having a fun time horsing around. But this trip isn't just for fun, no. They're looking for something, and they all have a different idea of where to start. They quickly set out as a group with their notebook, camera, compass, and binoculars. Everything you need to find something you're looking for. Oh, looks like they found some eggs. But wait, did that one have a face on it? I must have imagined it. Cut to one of the boys cooking with eggs, but when he picks one up, something strange happens. Suddenly, this dish just got a lot tastier. Now the group dynamics are starting to sour. The boys are chasing one another. One boy sneaks up on another who was drawing peacefully to torment him. They're play wrestling. Then the bullied boy's eyes glaze over. Cut to evening. A serene lake is seen with the reflection of the setting sun. One boy's getting ready to go fishing in a rowboat. But the bullied boy is acting crazy. Now the fishing boys' eyes glaze over as well. They all end up in the boats anyway. Now they're back at camp, but the sun has set. One boy's stargazing on top of the camping car. A long dance interlude really shows just how crazy this night has gotten. Then the boys all gather around the campfire and talk about the weird experiences they had that day. They seemingly don't remember tormenting each other and are all pointing fingers at one boy, and then scatter away, frightened. The accused just so happens to have an egg in his pocket.
Wow. That is such a good story. Like, that sounds really cool.
They really did, when you first watch the video for Crazy Night, it really does seem like, what in the world am I watching? But they really did paint a story there. Like, It really is, if you watch it and you follow the eyes glazing over and the egg, it really does go, like,
that's cool.
There's a storyline there.
What's up with the part about vaudeville in the translation?
Yeah, I know. It's the part that I talked about, a long dance interlude. They turned it into a long vaudeville. I don't know why.
That was funny.
My favorite line is when they say, "But bullies do crazy things."
All right. Last one. My turn. My translation. Let's go.
Okay, big reveal. Let's see if it is the same one that I had.
It's not.
Okay.
I do think it's probably, not going to be super hard to guess. It's not like a rare Pepe video.
Okay.
A girl has been crowned. There are countless angel wings floating in the heart above the clouds. There is a large house in the back and a large neon pink flower in the shape of a heart. The girls with the heart-shaped flowers transform into hearts, turning red and turning blue, showing a neon heart symbol. A white car has... Sorry. It got a little weird there when they transform into hearts.
Yeah, I was like, I think I maybe know what this is. And now I'm like, I don't know.
A white car has wings in the sky. The girls in the car are flying and having fun. And now the girls are dancing on the roof. Lots of lights. It has a very bright red color. We see a blonde girl singing Flowers. Girl in the bathroom. A woman wearing red lipstick looks in a heart-shaped mirror. The house is still green and they continue to dance. Lots of sparkling dancing. Now it's
I think I must know what it is, but it sounds so not correct. But like, I think I do know what it is.
Lots of sparkling dancing. Now it's celebration. Tissues everywhere. That's it.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the general impression that I had was I've loved Dive.
That is correct.
Okay, and like the car with the wings in the sky seemed like you can't really get that from another video. But like in general, the things that were being said didn't seem correct to me. Basically just the general vibe of hearts with wings, the car with wings, and pink and neon signs everywhere made me think I've loved Dive.
Yeah, they never danced on the roof. There was not a greenhouse.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they go onto the roof in that video? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, that one, there weren't tissues everywhere. Like, there's a lot of random stuff. But here's the original.
Okay.
There are girls wearing tiaras, lots of angel wings, a heart-shaped pool, and a bed of clouds. There's a mansion in the background and big pink neon heart-shaped arrows. One girl has heart-shaped arrows. They spin a heart-shaped roulette. Lots of pink. The color flips to blue and there are neon heart signs. There is a white car with wings in the sky. The girls are in the car having a good time as it flies through the clouds. Now the girls dance on the upper level of the mansion. There are many chandeliers. There is a lot of red and pink. We see a blonde girl singing through some flowers. One girl is on the bathroom counter. Another girl is looking into a heart-shaped mirror with pink lipstick over it. The mansion room flips to blue just like earlier and they keep dancing. There is a dance break scene, lots of glitter. Now they are celebrating and there's confetti everywhere.
Did they change her lipstick from pink to red?
They said she's wearing red lipstick, but I meant that the pink lipstick is on the mirror.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
That was, they took a lot of liberties, basically, with that one. That's crazy.
But, I mean, all of our translated versions were still, like, something we could grasp at.
Yeah, they were, I don't know if that is a testament to how well Google translates nowadays, or if we were just good at describing them.
Yeah, probably we were just good at describing them.
I was translating it into languages that I've never even heard of. I was like, apparently, if you use the too popular of languages, Google is too good at that nowadays. So I'm like, okay, use this one that I don't know. Use this one that I don't know. So that was our fun little game / experiment / activity. And I think that this worked out pretty well, in my opinion. I think we had a fun time. It was nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, so we might consider doing this again in the future, but maybe we'll do a new twist on it, not with music video descriptions, but a little something different, but this running through the Google Translate sort of vibe. We might do this again.
Leave a comment sharing which translation you thought was the funniest.
Yeah. And of course, leave a comment if you could guess any of them immediately.
Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave us a like. And you can also subscribe to the BlushCat channel and turn on notifications if you are listening on YouTube, which if you are, thank you. The BlushCat podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts. And you can also check out our Meowtro mix playlist on our Spotify page, as well as other mixes that are already available and that will be dropping soon.
If you like K-pop, that's the place for you.
Also, Meowers, guess what?
What?
Great news.
What?
The Meower Monthly is now available on Twitter and Instagram.
The Meower Monthly? Is that the esteemed best newsletter that I've ever heard of all time that has to do with K-pop?
Why, yes, it is.
Wow, that is great news. Wink.
Don't forget to check it out at BlushCat_TWT or at BlushCat_IG.
You can see lots of cute things every month from that. Monthly. So 1 month.
Yeah, like our top songs of the month, some monthly superlatives, anything random about K-pop really that we wanted to highlight in the month. Not just things that happened in the month, things that were relevant to us in the month. So you can check that out every month if you are a Meower, which you are a Meower if you are subscribed to our YouTube channel.
And are nice.
Yeah.
If you're subscribed and mean, I don't think you're a Meower.
Yeah. That's it.
Thank you for listening and watching.
This has been Haechel.
And me. Bye.
Meow, 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 meow.